Hot Springs Village Inside Out is a closer look at the greatness of Hot Springs Village, Arkansas and the surrounding areas. People, places, experiences. Hot Springs Village is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and my co-host Dennis Simpson as we engage in weekly conversations to explore Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Today's show is brought to you by Central Arkansas's favorite radio station, KVRE. Find them on the dial at 92.9 FM. Stream them live at kvre.com. RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village. The award-winning RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village is the largest real estate office inside the village with over 30 full-time agents and support staff. Visit them to learn more about this beautiful place to solve your real estate needs. Call them today at 1-800-364-9007. Find them online at explorehsv.com. They are RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village at 1-800-364-9007 or online at explorehsv.com. Ike Eisenhower State Farm. Ike and his award-winning team have been serving the insurance needs of folks all around Hot Springs Village since 1998. Ike has qualified for State Farm's President's Club, Chairman's Circle, and Hot Springs Village Insurance Agent of the Year. Call Ike Eisenhower State Farm today at 501-984-4100. That's 501-984-4100. Find them online at ikeeisenhower.net. Call them today for all your insurance needs because, like a good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower State Farm is there.
Somebody asked me one time, Audrey, what do you like about living in the village? I said, it's wonderful. All the adults live there. And the one downside of that is that, unfortunately, the adults pass. And we're here today to honor and talk about Mr. Larry Wilson, who was a giant in this community.
He certainly was. As of this recording, he's still with us, but he is in hospice, and we'd like to think he, could pull a Jimmy Carter, and he's here for a while. But he has probably touched every single organization and aspect of this community over his 30 years of being a resident of the village.
And now moved here as a teacher. He had been a teacher, retired teacher. Mm-hmm. And you're right. I can't think of a group he hasn't volunteered with or helped or tried to help or worked with or whatever. The list is infinite nearly.
Correct.
So now
he definitely had a service heart.
He did. But so you worked with him at the Lifelong Learning Institute.
Well, the Entertainment Foundation and the Lifelong Learning Institute did partner for the Raising the Curtain series. Mm-hmm. And our show will be the 30th and September 11th. And then we'll conclude that series for 2024. And we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah. Well, I worked with Larry at the computer club where he was a mentor, a volunteer, a contributor, a Elvis impersonator for a Christmas party. Oh my Lord. And you could sit down and talk with Larry about audiovisual. You could talk with him about computers. You could talk with him about human science. Just a very, very brilliant man who dedicated himself to helping others. Is that fair?
That is absolutely fair. And I know he was a Rotarian, and as that, obviously has a servant's heart as he participated with that organization. And the Lifelong Learning Institute was also another opportunity to do classes for those who, cooking classes. And, many of you, I attended, that's how I met you, was attending the tech class with you. So, maybe there's the Kevin Bacon thing with Larry Wilson. We've all met because of him. So
you're 6 degrees of separation from Larry Wilson. I think in the village it may be like 3 degrees of separation. Somebody knows somebody who knows Larry Wilson, right?
That's correct.
made such an incredible contribution to the village, and I think we're just even touching on it. But his passing appears to be imminent, and that's unfortunate. But he has lived one of the
Absolutely.
fullest lives I can imagine.
Truly. Yep, no question.
Yeah. So,
That's what makes it so hard, to see somebody like that, but it is, the cycle of life. And I'd like to think we all could honor him and emulate him in some way through service. And we all have a niche within our village, all these clubs and organizations, and to work together and make the village an even better place. So I think that would be, if we could honor him in some way, that would be the best way, is to come to the last two shows that meant the world to him. This is why I'm alive, he said, or something to that effect to me. And, or the reason he gets up in the morning, he loves doing this type of thing. So if we could honor him just by being service-minded and contributing and attending, that would be just heartwarming and make me feel great about. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I can see that. I actually, as you were talking, I thought he's, and I can name one or two others, but I named just one or two others. They're kind of the superstars of volunteerism. They really are.
Yes. He was definitely one of them.
For me, having him, and he's this serious, let's work on this, let's do this, we're going to be techie, we're going to be computer techie, and walk around behind the curtain and come out in an Elvis impersonator costume and sing Christmas songs for a Christmas computer show. Yeah. He had a great sense of humor, a great heart,
and a great sense of humor, willing to try anything. If there was some niche he could fill, he was there.
I've actually had the time recently to, excuse me, kind of look back on, who you meet and who they bring you to. And number one, meeting Randy Cantrell and doing now over 350 interviews like this.
Wow.
You can't do 350 interviews and not learn something. I could try, but it's hard. You meet a lot of interesting people. And I think about the people that have become friends, very good friends of mine through Larry. Bill Wythe, Brett Barnes, Sally. I mean, just these people over and over and over and over. Bill Wythe, for example, is in the Music Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame, Disc Jockey of the Year, incredible performer, incredible guy. I did a couple of shows with him and was able to deep dive into how does the music industry work? How do you get your song played? How do people do that these days? And just, it's just my curiosity, but I would have never met that person had Larry not set up these concerts with the concert series for LLI. So I just realized, I guarantee you, within the sound of my voice, there are 100 people that can tell you a story about somebody they met because of Larry Wilson.
I have no doubts about that. He was probably one of the more beloved residents because of that.
Yeah. Well, whereas we do hate his passing, we certainly honor his life.
Thank you.
Well, Audrey, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dennis.
Thanks for watching and listening to Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a weekly podcast starring Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Visit the website at hotspringsvillageinsideout.com.